It's not that good. Like, I was kind of guilty watching it, and then thinking back, it's fucking bad.
I just want to know what happens.
I just want to watch Mei make out. Like, that's all I cared about in the show. Everything else, I'm like,
so
fuck
perverted
this.
reasons.
Yeah. No, it had definitely been Welcome to the Anime Summit Podcast. My name is Nick the Sick, and with me I have Danny the Uncanny.
Hello.
And Sam the word you don't say at an airport.
Hey, bitches.
And we're talking about the winter 2018 anime season. What do we like? What do we hate? What made us masturbate? All right.
What made us masturbate?
There's my corny
review.
rhymes.
We already did our first impressions and mid impressions. This is the review for winter.
This is our final thoughts.
Yeah,
So,
the
like,
final. This is actually our final form.
This is actually our final
Frieza style.
So just like a really quick disclaimer, okay? Because we recorded twice this week, one without Nick and this one with Nick. So it's going to sound weird because next week's episode is going to sound like we're a blast from the past, even though that's like not the case.
Yeah, I fucking told you guys not to do news on that episode.
We didn't do news on that episode.
Oh, well, shit. Okay, disregard that. Sam, edit me out so I don't look stupid, all right?
Well,
okay.
we kind of did news.
We kind of
Okay, edit me back in so that I sound smart.
Edit me back in. Anyways, don't worry about it. It's all good, but it just might sound a little weird. But anyway, Nick is dying, and we are...
Yeah, I have like 10 stages of the same fucking cold. It's bullshit.
10 stages?
I'm like the healthiest person, and then I get this bullshit cold. It's fucking gay.
So we don't have too much
Not
news.
that there's anything wrong with that, but okay.
We don't have too much news this week just because we like to have more time to talk about the main topic when it's these seasonal wrap-ups. So, but I did say this on next week's episode, but I'll say it again. Isao Takahata passed away this past weekend, and it was very sad. He was 82. And
it's more of like a celebration, though. He lived a long life. He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he
was
did
really,
a lot of stuff.
like the ideal human, basically. I don't know about that, but he was the ideal creator,
He did a lot of stuff. He's been nominated for Academy Awards. He directed and wrote and directed Grave of the Fireflies, Only Yesterday, Pompoko, Tale of Princess Kaguya, co-founder of Ghibli. You all know that. We talked about him a lot in our
He
Ghibli
also
series.
did Heidi of the Alps, Anne of Green Gables, some of those Masterpiece Theater shows, which I need to watch Heidi. Oh my! I heard that one's like fucking awesome. So, yeah. It's supposed to be. It's like literally a classic.
Didn't he also help do Little Nemo: Adventures in Slumberland?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit was great. I used to watch that shit as a kid.
Actually, I might be reading something different, but you're probably right. But yeah, Isao Takahata, one of the GOATs, one of the greatest anime directors of all time, R.I.P.
So, Mr. Takahata, the rest of April's episodes that we do the rest of this month, they're all for you, buddy. We love you, and rest in paradise. Oh, God!
R.I.P.
You know the water words. Okay, someone talk. Someone say something.
That's all we have for news, really.
Yeah, like I said, we like
some other stuff went on, but we're just gonna slide past it.
Hey! Overwatch Retribution started yesterday, so we should play games.
Yes,
Let's play games together this weekend, yo. And I play Overwatch on PC. There's people on Discord I play with, but if you don't play with us, you should. All right.
I play on PS4.
Oh yeah, and then Daniel plays on PS4. So if you got PS4 Overwatch, booyah!
Hit me up. We can play.
But yeah, hit us up on Discord, and you can play with us. And you can find the Discord links at Anime Summit on Twitter in the bio, and you can also find links to other stuff there, like our YouTube, youtube.com/Anime Summit, and then from there you can find our extra channel, Anime Summit Extra, and then in the video descriptions you can also find links to the Discord. So you should come to the Discord, come and hang out with us, and
it's a lot of fun.
Yep, and
we do a lot of fun
and
things. We got a manga book club going on.
Oh yes, we are reading Oh My Goddess.
Oh My Goddess. And our first meeting is going to be the 19th, so next week.
Yeah, so if you want to be in that book club, all you got to do is read up to chapter 15. And there's that, and we'll be on the Discord, and you can talk to us on the manga discussion channel and all that stuff. And then also, too, friendly reminder, just in case people don't know, we are on iTunes, Google Play, and any podcast that we're on Libsyn RSS feed, so any podcast app that you have on your Android, your Droid phone, and we come out every Thursday and every following weekend on YouTube. So keep that in mind. And then also, I think Nick brought up to me about a month ago, and somebody else on the Discord said to me that we should be on SoundCloud. If you think that is like I should do that, we should do that, then please let us know. Please tell us, and I will make that happen. We will make that happen for sure. Anyway, on to the main topic. Actually, before the main topic, we do the waifu of the season.
And Husbando.
Of the season.
Yeah, boy.
Of the season.
Of the season.
Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't want to say Bone Daddy again because that was a leftover show. But what do you guys got?
I got Akira Tachibana from After the Rain, and
yes,
Usaida-san from Gakuen Babysitters.
And Akira's the guy, right? No, she's
the girl. There's a character named Akira in Devilman Crybaby, I think. Which, Sam, you didn't specify what your
that's who I put.
Character was.
That's who I put from Devilman Crybaby. Actually, for Husbando, I'll say Devilman, because
all right,
I like evilly, sexy things. And I also put 02 for waifu, because again I like evil, sexy.
Because clearly she's evil.
Things. Well, I'm just saying because she got them horns.
She's an oni, a red oni.
She's super freaking
I just
normal.
realized that Sam's pick are they both got horns.
Yeah, because I like sexy.
Yeah. All right.
Evil.
So,
speaking of horns, sexy.
Speaking of fucking horns, Pop Team Epic throwing up the birds at you. Popoko and Pipimi, those are mine. Husbandos and waifus. Fuck it. Because they're voiced by males and females. Because the show is just that good.
I have that show on hold. I probably will give that show a chance.
Hey, good segue. This season for me personally was the season of holds. The season of I'm gonna put that one on hold. For me anyway.
Cryptocurrency style. You're just gonna hold all the time.
Let's put it on hold.
So
hold that Bitcoin.
Put it on hold.
So you just want to run down the malice how we always do it, or what? And we can obviously skip a lot of these now that we're we've dropped, whatever.
We could do that, or we could do it however you guys want.
No, let's just go down the malice. Let's just talk about the ones we finished. And, we can mention ones that we put on hold, like, towards the end or whatever,
And ones that are still continuing.
Yeah, or we can mention the ones we put on hold, like, as we go down it, whatever. But anyway, listen, the first one, obviously, is Violet Evergarden. That just came on Netflix as well.
U.S. Netflix. It was on,
in the US,
it was on every other
US
Netflix, but fucking
except for
you're right.
The evil tyrants of Disney probably had their little greasy paws in this.
I always forget to say that because
I just assume Disney does it.
Because we have an awesome group
but
of listeners, an awesome bunch of listeners in Canada as well. So their shit's always different than ours. But anyway, by KyoAni, 13 episodes. It's fantasy drama, and it's about...
Sam. The people know what it is. Shit.
Okay,
what
don't
do you think?
undermine me during the podcast anymore, because you're gonna make me sound stupid, and I'm already stupid. So you're just making me sound more stupid. Okay, everyone.
Sam, you're not stupid.
Okay, everyone. Nick wipes his butt with his hand. There we go. Now we're even. Anyway.
Feels good, man.
Violet Evergarden. So here's the thing, right? We got mad hype about this show. Okay, you can listen to episodes.
Greatest preview video ever made for an anime. I don't even think it's close.
I remember we did news section. We covered this in news sections from like 20 episodes ago, saying, "Guys, Violet Evergarden, Violet Evergarden."
Oh.
Yeah, and then me, Nick, and Matt just kept going.
The hype was real.
Me, Nick, and Matt just kept going. Oh. Oh. And Coca got really mad, which is fucking hilarious. But like, I mean, now the question is, did it live up to that? How we were hyping it for our listeners and for ourselves? Like,
yes and no.
Okay, why you say that? Because I might agree with you, like 100%.
Basically, Violet Evergarden, it's adapting that first part of the novel. So like, they added in like these filler episodes, these anime original episodes at the beginning, and then they got into like the meat of it near the middle or whatever. So
meat. Those
like first few episodes were honestly some of the weaker ones.
They were pretty slow.
Yeah. And then by the time you got to episode, I don't remember if episode 5 was anime original or not, but the one with the princess, that one was really good. I love the ending on that one.
Yeah, I liked that one too.
Like that one, there's like here's how you can watch
that one and the one with the mom and her daughter.
Yeah. Those are some of the best
that
ones.
That one made me cry.
So like it's like episodes like 5, 8, and 10, I think, were like the best ones. And honestly, here's how a new viewer could watch Violet Evergarden. Just literally just watch the best episodes and forget everything else, because like that's all you need from the show. The ending was a little bit anticlimactic and weird. Like they kind of rushed through this like war drama thing for
like
2 episodes
or whatever.
Yeah, they're like fighting on a train with these fucking random ass dudes who like know something about the major.
On a train with these random ass dudes.
Yeah, and disclaimer, I've been in a fucking fugue for like 3 weeks, so I'm not gonna get any details right on some of these shows. So bear with me. But
we'll cut you slack. We got you.
Yeah, like the other episode, the great episode with the father and the daughter, or the deceased daughter, and there's like that one, the princess one, the one that Danny mentioned. Those are like 3 of the best ones. I think there's another 1 or 2 that are really great as well. But like, those are like peak, top tier right there. But then a lot of the other stuff is just kind of, it's all right.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah. I didn't really I don't know. For this one, I didn't really pay attention to the hype too much, because I knew I wanted to watch it when it was on Netflix. So, because I knew that there were more other shows that I really wanted to keep up on, and this was definitely the type of show that I wanted to take my time on and not have to worry about it week to week. Mm-hmm. I much rather have all the episodes there for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, me and Nick and Mac in the corners. Oh.
Yeah, while you guys just rush in and
we're hitting the nut
just do a
button.
cannonball in the pool.
I think what Nick said real quick before we, I don't know what anyone else has to say about it, but I think what Nick said earlier, you could literally just watch like maybe the first episode, so you see her go into the company, and then just the best ones, because it's kind of episodic. Like, she joins the company or whatever, and then she goes and does these different jobs every episode, and then they sprinkle in a little bit of her past and whatever, and then at the end they just kind of rush through it. But yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think obviously the animation speaks volumes.
Well, it's like the best TV animation that I've seen.
For sure.
Pretty much.
Sure. For sure. I think it's a very nice...
It was well animated. It was very nice. It was very clean.
I think my favorite parts about it are the connections between her and the people she does the jobs for, and the test of the human spirit to her and stuff like that. But
Right.
yeah, I think I still agree with Nick's seldom review of it, for sure. But yeah, Violet Evergarden. I think it's on Netflix for U.S. Netflix. I think it's worth a watch.
Pretty much.
It's
Well, it's everywhere.
now.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. So
Hashtag
anyway,
6 out of 10.
Check it out.
All right,
Violet
moving on.
Evergarden, Killer animation.
What do we-
Booyah. Blah blah. Darling.
Oh my
in
god,
the-
you guys just like lagged so fucking hard for me. I think you said an entire sentence that I didn't hear.
That's not good. Do you want?
Well,
Whatever, just fucking cut it and start with the next one.
Okay.
Well, let's give like our scores for Violet Evergarden. Do we want to give scores, or yeah, why not? Like,
I gave it.
I wouldn't mind.
I gave it an 8. Just because of everything else that it was, like animation wise and design was amazing. And just the other like themes. I gave it a pretty high score. Just because of those things.
What would you give it on the Nabisco scale?
Straight up, I'd probably give it a golden stuffed Oreo, so not a full Oreo.
And not a full Oreo. Okay.
Yeah.
I gave Violet a 7 on Mel. So, because I don't know, I didn't really I enjoyed it, but at the same time, the pace throughout the whole show was kind of laggy for me. It was very calm and stuff, which I don't mind, So, but that was pretty much its flaw for me. But on the Nabisco scale, I'd give it a Nutter Butter.
yeah,
Nutter Butter.
Nutter Butter for me.
We're just gonna go down the list. 6 out of 10. 876.
6.
Because it's the same problem as Clanad After Story. It has like a few really, really great episodes, and then other parts of it are just like not. They're just average, and it's like it brings it down for me. Obviously a different show, but 6 out of 10. Hashtag 6 out of 10. It's hard for me to give something to 7. So
It's hard to give anything higher compared to
I'm really goddamn I am entitled, Danny, all right?
I know you
I
are.
need perfection.
I did not oppose. Anyway.
Nabisco, I don't know, some kind of Teddy Graham that's like pretty good,
Some kind
Chocolate chip Teddy
Yeah,
Graham.
the
they're
OG
pretty good
Teddy Graham.
sometimes. The first few taste fucking great, but
All right, so Violet Evergarden. Check it out. Next is do we really want? This one's not done yet. It's gonna go into the next, so we don't. Have to talk
Darling and the
about
Franks.
No,
We're gonna
next
fucking talk
season.
about. Fuck you, son. We're talking about it. Darling and the Franks.
I dropped it.
All right, Danny dropped it. What about you, Sam?
I am not caught up because I thought we'd wait to talk about it. But if you want to be a bitch about it, that's fine. Stupid.
Okay, well, I'll keep it short and sweet. Other people talk. If you want like a really good analysis, check out the ANN cast. They talk about it a lot.
dude.
Well, they like joke about it too. So, okay, look, Darling and the Franks, popular ass fucking show. A1 Picture Trigger. It's a mecha show similar to Evangelion with all these like weird ass themes and these young kids piloting these mechs for some unknown reason because it's basically an anime meme that the kids have to pilot the mechs. And Darling and the Franks is like basically about too many different like things. It's trying to go in so many different directions. It's about like, gender roles, like male and female have to be together, or do they? Oh, okay. Now it's about breaking down the system. Now we have to like, get out of this dystopia that the adults created for us, and we gotta fight off this external Klaxosaur threat, and then then they're doing experimentation on 02, and there's a bunch of stuff going on. But like the problem with Darling the Franxx for me, the reason that I have it at a 5 out of 10, hashtag 5 out of 10, is that the characters are shitty. Like, you might not want to hear this, but like Ichigo and I guess like sort of 02 a little bit are like really the only what's the word? I can't think of the word. Charismatic or like relatable characters sort of in the show, partly. Hiro is just kind of this this fucking MC coon who's he has the A1 Pictures face. He basically looks like Kirito. And he like him, and then you have like Mitsuru, you have the fat kid, what's his name? Which I feel like they only put him in there to like make jokes at his expense. It's like, why? All right. just fucking pick on him. All right. Yeah, Futoshi, more like Food Toshi, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Food.
He's always eating. And like it.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Best
basically,
review
yeah,
I've ever
you
heard.
got all these characters, and they're going through this stuff. They're trying to figure shit out, and it's just like, get to the fucking point, darling. We're 13 episodes in, and finally, episodes 12 and 13 got like they started going somewhere in a direction. 13 just happened recently at the time of this recording, where like Hiro finds out about 02 in his past. And it's kind of like a flashback type episode, and it goes into when they're kids, and like that's kind of interesting. But what is the point of the show? Like, what is it trying to even say? We don't even know. 13 fucking episodes in, it's just like a mystery box,
And you still don't know, yeah.
clusterfuck. Like, I'm sorry, but it's not that good of a show. And even if it improves, which hopefully it does, it's not, it's got that low ceiling just because of the first fucking half of it is like, why do you need all this? You don't need it. So I don't know, just me a little crappy sick rant from Nick who can't really think. So yeah, Darling in the Cucks.
The Cucks.
Well, that's another theme. That's another theme of the show is just everybody just gets cucked, like every other episode.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not even exaggerating. That's like literally what happens.
Okay. I am only about 4 episodes behind it, so, but I'm gonna continue watching it. I gotta tell you though, it is a bit hard because I still don't know what's going on either.
Yeah, because it doesn't. Because it's fucking shitty writing. That's why.
Yeah, it's not doing very well of telling me.
And people are gonna be like, "Well, it has good animation. It has good moments. Sure, it has a couple of good isolated
the design
moments."
and look of it is super cool, but I don't know. For
I
right now,
I don't even like the FranXX designs that much. They're all right.
I don't like how they have to pilot them. I think that's super stupid.
That's why I dropped it.
It's
I was
like,
no, I can't do this.
bend over so I
can't do this
can
anymore.
tickle your booty.
Yeah.
That'll make this robot
Even
go.
Yeah,
Well, that's the
even
joke.
though that, like,
Every mecha show
friend
is
of
a sex
mine-
metaphor. So.
Yeah. Even though, like, a friend of mine, my friend Derek, like, he's watching the show, and he said, and he wasn't sure how he felt about the cockpit and everything, like, of the mechs and everything like that. So, but he told me, that the plot and like the sex undertones kind of like get toned down.
Yeah, they do.
Further in the episode, like later, like further into the show. So, and like he's enjoying it and stuff. But
I mean, it's a
I don't know.
watchable
That-
show. There's always something to like talk about, but
right.
it's
I don't
just
know.
it's not very cohesive yet.
Yeah.
Halfway through the show,
Right.
which is like unforgivable to me, and I'm just here pooping on it. It has a lot of good points. It has really cool like costume designs and like style and all that. But anyway, Darling in the Franks, hashtag 5 out of 10.
Put that on the table. We'll come back to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it some
in
more.
a few weeks. Anyway, moving right along. I didn't watch Overlord 2 because I didn't finish the first one.
It wasn't.
I didn't finish
Yeah,
the
like
first
the thing
one.
about
I
Overlord
didn't finish
2,
the first one, so.
I finished it. They didn't have enough of Ainz, the main character. He was in some of the early parts of the Lizards, but like he was kind of barely in this season. And actually, I think this has a lower score than its prequel.
Back in the day, the boys told me not to watch it, so I was like, okay, I won't watch it then. And then I never watched it because you told me not to. So now I'm all mad. I'm salty.
I mean, you would probably like it, Sam.
It's on Hulu.
I don't know.
It's on Hulu.
Put a little salt on my fries then.
Sam, actually, I think you would like it.
Yeah, because Nick is the only person who gives me good
watched
recommendations.
Yeah, I watched the first season a little bit because it's on Hulu. So, and how I'm watching it, it's pretty interesting. You know, guarantee like I still don't understand the whole MMO community, but it's still an enjoyable show to watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I feel.
Okay,
yeah,
for
the
sure.
problem with season 2 though is like they just go into these fucking side characters who are like, I don't give a shit about this character.
Side bitches, yeah.
You know, keep it on the skeleton guy. You know, shit.
Keep
He's
it on the
overpowered as
skeleton
fuck. Just let him fight.
I want to watch him kick ass. Okay. Well, I'll give that a watch then. I will do that because I feel like I would like that too. Anyway, I don't think anyone watched Seven Deadly Sins, right? No one's on that hype train, right?
Not yet. I'm
Nope.
not watching that yet. I'm waiting for it to go on Netflix.
Coolio. Yeah, because it is on Budflix.
Yeah.
Citrus.
I dropped it.
Yeah,
I
this
also
is.
dropped it.
I'm not watching
It's not
it.
that good.
I'm
Like
not watching
I
it
was kind of
anymore.
guilty watching it, and then thinking back, it's fucking bad.
Well, I just want to know what happens. Do they
I
end
just
up
want to
together or
watch
what?
make out. Like that's all I cared about in the show. Everything else, I'm like,
So
fuck
perverted
this.
reasons.
Yeah, no, it had nothing besides that.
Maybe you should read the manga, Nick.
Probably.
It'll probably have like a lot more sexy scenes in the manga than in the show, because that's what usually happens in yaoi like yaoi series. Like they really like tone down on like the sex scenes. Like there are barely any sex scenes in some of the shows that I watch. So, but the mangas are like fucking rated X, like you wouldn't believe. Rated XXX.
For Citrus?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I have no
No,
idea.
Danny's just
But
talking
for
about yaoi, aka
for-
the only thing she cares
yeah.
about.
I
I
do.
love yaoi. Should read more of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Same.
Citrus was just kind of like, it's just a bunch of forced bullshit. Characters.
I just
want to
know if do they get together in the end? Do they do it? Like,
I mean,
just wanna know
kind of.
that
They
part.
don't really do it, but it's just like I don't know.
I
You
know
don't need
it's
to
gonna
watch
be
it. It's not that good.
Oh, so they do end up together. I just read it. Spoilers. Okay.
Oh, well.
Yeah, sort of, but they don't like bang.
They start dating. Well, they don't need to. Nick, not everyone needs to bang.
That's the only thing that matters, though.
Okay. Moving on.
Death March. We all dropped it because it's shit.
So you gave Citrus a 4 out of 10. We all dropped Death March.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch
a
Death
generous
March.
4.
I didn't even watch that. I didn't even bother.
Yeah, it's a
This is
shitty
like another Trapped in the
isekai.
World BS. Like,
We got the new Sword Art Online coming out. We'll watch that if we want isekai. All right.
There you
I
go.
don't know.
Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. The next anime.
I didn't care for this.
I put that on hold because
This is another one.
I really liked it.
Nick was like all about
Like,
it in the beginning.
I for the episodes that I was watching, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's basically the same premise for 12 episodes. It's Takagi teasing
Yeah,
the boy.
I kind of figured.
It's just like for
So-
fun. Yeah,
There's
for
not a
fun
lot
anime.
to say about it. It's cute. you'll watch it, enjoy it. Maybe try to aim at Takagi's forehead with that nut, and then then you'll move on, because there's not a lot to the show. It's fine. I don't know.
It's alright.
I like her.
I put it on hold because I feel like this is another show that I would want to take my time on and probably just binge the whole thing.
I wouldn't even suggest that. It's not a bingeable show.
And just like a lot of this season is like this show to me, just kind of underwhelming, whatever, slice of life comedy.
Yeah, a lot of slice of life.
A slice of life. It sounded like you said lice of
Ray
life.
Takahashi,
Anyway,
though, voicing Takagi, that was awesome. So if you're gonna watch it, I would suggest watching the sub.
This show and the next two that we're talking about just was like I don't know.
So Yuru Camp. Well, the next two. Okay. Hold up, Sam. Whatever. I'll get to that. Yuru Camp. Sea Station. Slice of life. Comedy. Did Nanny watch it? Am I the only one?
Yuri Camp, I put it on hold.
Okay. This is another show that you probably don't want to binge. Slice of life. Just watch one episode a day and you're good. Cute girls camping, except a couple of the characters are ugly as fuck. Like, I don't get that. I think I mentioned that earlier, but like...
Damn, dude. Jeez.
Oh my god. It's like they took all of their cute design, put it into a few characters, and then they're just like, let's make this one character as ugly as we possibly can, because we used up all of our talent.
Dude? Like,
trust me.
They all seem pretty cute to me.
No, the main characters look good. There's a couple of side characters who look derpy and like literally retarded. And it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, Aoi and Nadeshiko, they're super cute, and Chiaki, they're super cute. But like, I don't even know their names. There's a couple. It's like maybe it's Akari. I don't know. No, okay. Anyway, don't even know her name. But yeah, like the only ones that matter are like Nadeshiko, Aoi, and Chiaki. Like those are the three main ones. They go around, they camp, they have fun. It's a nice show. It's fun. It's Iyashike. So it's like calming and healing.
Calming and healing.
I wouldn't put it in like any of the
It's about
top tier
camping.
of that category, but it's pretty high. I gave it a 6. It's just nice, but that's about it. They camp, they teach you how to camp, they have fun, they get calmed. There's not a lot to analyze here, so
That's all right. I'm sure people enjoyed it.
And then, so what do you give it, Nick? I mean, do you...
I already told you I gave it 6. Takagi I gave like a 5.5.
5.5. So fucking funny when you
strong
do that.
5, light 6.
Yeah, I give it a 5.75.
Our user poll gave it 11%.
Yeah, I mean it's a
There
fine.
you go.
Oh yeah, we have our user poll that we posted up online at the time of this recording. So we're not gonna have everybody's votes in yet, but so far, Sam, the show that you hated on, is really far in the lead. We have the next show we'll talk about Soriyori Moi Tooi Basho. I keep mixing this up. It's not in this corner of the universe. It's a place further than the universe.
A place further than the universe, yep. I'm not hating.
The Antarctica Girls show.
I ain't hating.
It was pretty enjoyable.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was really good. I just like, it's not my cup of the anime. It is like the genre is not my cup of Joe. So I didn't feel to rate it as high as everyone else did.
Did you guys actually finish this?
Yes.
I finished it, yeah.
Okay, so it's good
Yes.
enough to finish then.
The last episode was really touching. Like,
yeah.
It was very sentimental.
Pretty much every episode was.
And obviously the main point of it was like the connection they all made together, doing this
Right.
really epic, crazy thing, Animation was top.
Yeah, like they're in high school.
Yeah.
and like they decide, oh, we're gonna go to Antarctica. What? Okay.
Right.
So.
And
I thought it was
fucking
really
penguins and shit, dude.
Yeah. It was so funny. I forgot. I can't. No, I don't know the main character's name. The girl with the long black hair.
Shirase.
Her mom. Yeah. Shit. Whenever she saw a penguin, she's all like, "Penguins!" Like she just like freaked out. I thought that was the most cute thing ever.
I thought Hinata's mom in the beginning was pretty funny because she was like,
yeah.
But
out of all of them, Hinata was my favorite character out of all four of them. Out of all four of the girls.
Yeah, the Opie girl.
the
She.
I don't give
she's
a shit. She's adorable.
Yeah,
as
she
fuck.
was funny. She's like the Ritsu of the group, basically. They're like Keion archetypes.
They're all K-On! Girls.
A little bit.
I would say if you like K-On! Though, you'll love this show. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I do love
for
K-On!
sure.
Definitely.
It's not
but
as good as Keion, in my opinion.
I probably love K-On! More just because.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is like musical, and I.
No,
love
the
that shit.
thing about this is like the Anarcha Girls show is like every episode just has like this climax. Every single episode. There's like there's 13 episodes, so like all of them are just trying to reach these peaks, and it gets to be a little bit much at times for me personally. I like when they spaced out a little bit. I didn't have a problem with the episodes themselves. It's just like too much of a good thing or whatever. So
yeah, they're trying to hit you on the feels like every,
Yeah, and it's still a really great show. Like I gave it a 7. #7 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave the show a 7 as well.
I also gave it a 7.
And I think we all
7.
7.
like it felt the characters felt pretty real too. Like they had, their own misgivings and stuff.
They had real problems. They had real problems that everyone can relate to.
She has issues.
She has issues.
It was really like the main 3 girls with was it Yuzuki tagging along, the model girl. And like Shirase is trying to find the place where her mother died in Antarctica. That's like kind of the point. They're going there and they're on this journey, and all these touching moments happen and everything. And then like episode, I think it's like 12. I don't want to spoil what happens, but like the end of that episode was like probably the peak for me of the show, where like they find the thing. I don't want to say what it is, but like that was like really, really good. Really, really well done.
Yeah, that was very tearful, climactic.
If I weren't sick, I might have teared up. But if I weren't sick,
no tear Nick is still here.
Yeah, no. When I'm sick, I like can't feel.
I can't feel anything.
It's true. I just feel fucking dead.
I also can't feel emotions.
It's true. Like I was watching this, I'm like, well, this is supposed to be sad, bittersweet and all that. And I'm just like, well, I'm fucking sick though. So
right.
Yeah. It's a really great show. Like if you like slice of life, like drama type stuff, then check this one out. It's like it has a lot of really positive themes to it. The girls have a great friendship. They do a journey. They live instead of like, just doing the same mundane things.
Right.
They take a chance. It's great. So great soundtrack, great OP, ED.
Take a chance.
Yeah, the OP I really enjoyed.
OP is good.
Yeah.
OP is good.
Really
Animation's really good. I love the animation and the style a lot, actually. Like the shininess to like the characters and stuff. It's so shiny.
It is shiny. It is shiny.
When I got on her hair in the sunlight, it's so shiny. That's what my mom says. It's so shiny. I love it. She's so Mexican. Anyway, Place Further in the Universe. You guys should watch it. It's great. Actually, I think a lot of people on our Discord were watching it. So
well, everybody's watching it. Like everybody who's anybody.
Anybody who's anybody is obviously a weeb. Anyway,
it's the front runner in our poll right now. 26% of the votes. So killing it.
I mean, I don't blame it. I don't blame that. I don't have any opposition to that, and that makes sense. Okay. So I think the next show only Nick watched, because
Pop Team Epic, baby, woo! So like,
it's a meme show. So I mean,
it's purely
perfect.
a meme show, with like meta humor and like these shitty little girls going around doing random shit. And okay, look, I'm sick. I'm not gonna remember any details right now, but I know a lot of the skits were like the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen, and then a lot of them were like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, so it's kind of a hit or miss with Pop Team Epic, but the peaks are so fucking funny that I love it. Like, I'll just go rewatch some of my favorite episodes, like the one with the Marilyn Monroe scene, or the one where the real life guys are doing the animation.
Wait, there's a Marilyn Monroe scene?
Oh yeah, I'll link you that later. It's fucking.
There's a lot of pop culture reference in it. I think, right? So yeah.
Oh yeah, the pop culture and anime and all that.
They go everywhere. The show goes everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is literally like the guy who wrote this, or the people who wrote this, were like, "Hey, what if we do one where it's about one of them being a witch and the other one's like a knight, and they fight pieces of poop or something?" And they're just like, "Okay." Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's an absurdist comedy, so that's why it's like it doesn't have any
totally
boundaries.
ridiculous. There's like a part where the short girl, I always mix them up. No, Popoko. She's like, she sees this clock that's about to strike, and she's like, you're about to die, but it's like it's not going to strike for another like hour or 10 hours or something. So she's just hovering there with a hammer over it, like the next time it's going to strike. It's like so ridiculous. And there's like another one where they go on this like racing thing, and they get busted for performance enhancing drugs, which was like basically they were just mechs. It was like the funniest shit. But yeah,
it's like on the kind of comedy is like if you've ever seen Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that.
And
it's
the change in
just
animation
ridiculous.
styles too. Like they constantly change styles, and I love when they like zoom in on the girls, and like they get like super detailed faces, kind of like Golden Boy style.
Yeah,
and
Golden Boy.
Their hands are like the most like veiny things ever, and they're like clenching fists and like flicking
It's like
you off. And
SpongeBob. They do that in SpongeBob too.
Yeah. It's the same idea as that. It's
all
fucking
detailed and
hilarious. I think it's like the show. It has a lot of misses, but it had the hits. You're gonna remember them. Like it's fucking hilarious.
Based on a 4-koma manga.
So what did you rate it?
10 out of 10.
I don't know. I gave it a 6, but you know what? Fuck that. Bumping it to a 7.
Whoa.
Bumping it to a 7 right now. Woo!
Oh, holy shit, that's a lot. That's
Wow.
basically a 10 for Nick.
Yeah.
I mean, most of
Basically
the like a lot of the shows is like a 5, but then you get these 10 out of 10 moments, and it's like, oh, so good. Fuck it. I'm gonna rate it on the good parts, not the
All
bad
right.
parts.
Pop Team Epic. Give it a watch if you just want to.
I'm gonna go grab some water if you guys want to start the next one.
You go ahead, my sick friend. Poor Nick. Okay. Next we have Koiwa Amageri no Yoni, or After the Rain. By
I love this.
Wit Studio, 12 episodes based on a manga. It is a romance and a sign-in, and I think Nick sure is talking a lot for being sick. Yeah, I feel like this. I'm getting a chance to talk here. I think at the beginning when we did our first impressions or whatever, we were kind of like talking about the relationship between a guy who's
a lot older than
he's 45 and she's 17.
Yeah.
Because she's like a senior, right? Or about to be a senior. I don't know.
She's a sophomore, I believe. She's in her second year, I think.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, she's in her second year.
So it's a romance between these two, and it's not very long into the anime. It's like 3-4 episodes in where she finally like tells him, hey,
Yeah.
it's not very, And then the rest of the anime is about,
she confessed to him very early into the show.
Yeah. So then the rest of the anime is about how they deal with it, and that's kind of what I was hoping it was gonna be, because when the first episode came out, I was like, well, I hope it doesn't like it gets to like episode 10 and then she says something and then we're not gonna know how it ends up, some BS. You know what I mean? I thought the first like 10 episodes were gonna be just like a whole blue ball marathon of just like.
Like, is she gonna tell him, you know, like all her struggles of like having this crush on Mr. Kondo? So
yeah, I just like didn't want it to be a show where it spent the first 3/4 of the show just watching this poor girl struggle with a feeling she because so here's the next thing I'm gonna say. Okay, you cannot, regardless of age or gender or gender identity or sex or whatever, you cannot help how you feel about a person when you have feelings for them. Mm-hmm. So that being said, obviously I did feel a bit uncomfortable beginning the show, like starting the show, when this 17-year-old girl has feelings for this guy and that he may or may not have feelings for her because, you know, he's this lonely guy, he's a single father with a kid, and all he does is run this he's the manager of this restaurant. He's the manager, and she works there. Yeah. But anyway, the way they approached it though was so innocent, and it was so just like chill. They didn't try to force anything gross or weird, and I did not feel uncomfortable watching the rest of the show.
I didn't either. Like every time I was watching it, I had such a grin every time like a silly funny moment came on and everything like that. Right. It was so well written, and I really enjoyed how like they didn't make it creepy either. Like how you know how like Tachibana confessed her feelings to Kondo, and you know right off the bat like they didn't make it into him like, okay, let's start dating. Like, no, they did like his character was all like, no, we can't, like the age difference and everything like that.
Yeah, he was very.
But they continued.
He tried to handle it very proper, like.
Yeah. So and like, but they kept like hanging out and stuff, which I thought was pretty cute because it's all like, okay, like we need to know like how this is gonna end and everything like that. So, when he got sick and she went over there to like take care, like to check up on him and everything, and like that was like the climax of like how she really felt about him and everything like that. And then like when he hugged her and stuff, that was just like, oh
yeah, like, you couldn't help but feel like, okay, it's kind of like,
yeah, but at the same time we're all like, oh no, like are they gonna form a relationship now, like a romantic relationship? But then at the end of that episode, he's all like, that hug was a friend. Like, that hug was just a friend. Yeah. So I thought it was really cute. And I just love, like, I didn't expect, like, I knew Kondo was interested in, like, reading books and everything like that because, like, when Tachibana was doing that summer homework or something like that, he like got excited on the book that she was reading and everything, and I didn't expect him to like be a writer, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and I thought that was pretty interesting, and I also enjoyed how the show didn't really have their main focus on just the two of them. They like kind of they like dealt with other problems, like how Tachibana has her, like she's losing connection towards her best friend, and Kondo is reuniting with his best friend from college and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool.
They did a really good job of kind of building like their issues outside of each other, like the character building. Like she used to run track and then she got hurt and then all that stuff, you know what I mean? And like I said, they mostly focused on like the feelings they had for each other and not necessarily the romantic relationship that they could have or could not have had. And I think that's why it was so good. Now, obviously, I personally don't have an opinion on relationships like that.
Right.
Because, first of all, it's none of my business.
Yeah.
Second of all, even if I did have an opinion on it, in the end, that's not something that I can't control other people to. Like, you know, I can have an opinion on it, but it's, you know what I mean?
But that's it. You can only have an opinion. Like,
right,
it's not like...
Right. In terms of, like, as far as the law goes, that's the law, and you do whatever. But in Japan, it's very different, obviously. The culture is very different. And I'm glad that they didn't take this into, like, a freaking...
a creepy-ass moment.
Because they could have. They very well could have taken it to, like, a etchy, creepy, lolly kind of thing. And they didn't. They just, it was very innocent, and it was very, no, we're not focusing on the romantic relationship that they can physically have. We're focusing on the relationship they have and the feelings they have for each other. And I think that's what made it very,
and dealing with their own, like, goals in life and stuff like that, because
it's not about their feelings for each other, it's about their feelings for their other parts of their lives. They're kind of both using each other to help them boost forward.
Yeah.
Right. Boost their confidence. And then, like, maybe, you know, Tachibana could, you know, in her senior year, she could try it for track again.
Yeah. And then Kondo,
because she went to the doctor, and the doctor said that her injury was fully healed and everything, and he was wondering if she was going to go into rehab so that she can do track again, but she said no. So.
Right, maybe she's like...
Yeah, they're both just like, coming to terms with it.
Right, she's like growing up kind of, and
it's
kind of coming of age in that way.
Yeah. Okay. So Akira is coming to terms with track and field, and then Kondo is coming to terms with trying to be a writer and manager, father, that type of stuff. So, like, they're both, you know, befriending each other and learning from that. They're not actually in any kind of romance, so...
I loved it. Yeah. Like, the whole show as a whole, I enjoyed it so much. I think this, but aside from, you know, Cardcaptor Sakura and Yaomushu Pedal, this show is one of my favorites.
For sure.
I love the opening. The opening and the ending are themes are so good.
I love the opening so much.
I love the opening song so much. I had to look it up, and I found it on Spotify, so it's on my playlist, and I listened to it.
Oh, man. I forgot to mention the Pop Team Epic opening. Fucking fire. All right, sorry. I just interrupted you guys, but...
Well, anyway, after the rain, I give it an 8, just because I had that much enjoyment out of it.
I'm surprised that this has a low mouse score. It's only a 7.7. It's not low, but it's higher than average. But
people might be jumping the gun on it. They probably watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. And it's like, oh, it's a pedo shit. It's like, no,
okay, stop using the word pedo. She's not a little kid. Like,
well, I'm just saying what other people may have.
Yeah,
thought.
other people
I'm not
say
saying that. I'm not saying that. So you shut up.
I know. Well, you said it.
Okay, so go cough somewhere else.
All right. Okay, so I think we all dropped Kukoku, Grand Krasenki, Beatless, Fate Last Encore.
We did.
Yep.
Look, they're all, you know, some of them are worth watching. Kukoku had a really cool OP, but I couldn't really get into it. Cool character designs. I don't know. Grand Krasenki, not really into it. Beatless, bad. Fate Last Encore, bad Fate.
Bad.
All right. Beatless was God.
Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens, Studio Satellite.
I'm following the dub for this.
It's actually really good.
It's really good. Yeah, I really like it.
Give it a
Son,
solid
you should really
5.5.
give this a shot. You should give this a shot. At least, like, if you can't really get in... Because when I first started watching it, and I started watching the sub, I wasn't really feeling it too much. But then once the dub came out, I started watching the dub, and I started liking it a lot better. So... I feel like if you're like iffy about it, try the dub.
Yeah, it is a good dub. I watched most of it dubbed, the other part subbed.
Yeah. I like it. I really enjoy it. It's pretty awesome.
Fighting amongst each other. There's this cross-dressing assassin. There's this other assassin who's obsessed with baseball and ramen, and it's just like a fun action show. It's like a different version of Kekai Sensen, not as wacky, not as supernatural.
Yeah.
Supernatural. It's like a realistic version.
It's zero supernatural. It's all action.
And then they go through these the assassin action plots. I mean, it's not like anything that's gonna blow your mind. But it's fun. It's like these group of characters. You learn like the backstory of the main guy, and at the end, he's like the climax is fighting against his childhood friend who trained to be an assassin with him. So then they play baseball, and it's like
yeah, those scenes were pretty fun with the baseball scenes,
like
and Bamba just gets so mad when something happens. He's so like, come on, what is this crap?
Lin Zanmei, I can't pronounce this. Lin, anyway, he's like this top tier assassin, but he doesn't know how to fucking play baseball. And it's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's Jin Mingling. That's what he meant to say.
Yeah, Jing Ming Ling. Anyway.
Yeah.
Lin. Yeah. Chinese.
Chinese.
I hope that's Chinese. If not, then
that is Chinese.
It is Chinese. Yeah, it is Chinese. He's from China.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a good show. Like the OP and ED for this show are really good too. Like these were top 3 of the season for me in both categories. I'd put the OP a little bit just below Pop Team Epic as my number 1. But other than that, yeah.
Wow.
Really so
if you're telling me to watch it, I'll give it another watch.
Yeah, you should give it a.
It's a fun show. It's not like the best thing ever. Like don't expect 10 out of 10 or anything. It's like. It's a solid, like, good out of 10.
Or in Nick's terms, don't expect 7 out of 7.
Yeah,
7 out of 10.
Hashtag 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10.
Hashtag 6 out of 10.
So Killing Bites, did you watch any of this?
Yeah, I watched like the first 4 episodes, then I kind of just dropped it because I just wasn't.
The fuck, Sam? It's got fur-faced Johnsons everywhere. It's not
fur-faced Johnson.
Not on their face.
I wanted to watch other stuff, and I fell really behind on other stuff, so I just kind of.
Honestly, you would kind of like this, I think.
Badgerface Johnson, though, she's...
Yeah, dude, she's hot as fuck. Like, all the girls are hot. The thing is, like...
Uwe is my favorite, though. She's,
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ, Mal. Okay. Uwe, who do you mean?
Uwe Inaba, the bunny, the bun. All
right, say what animal they are, Sam. Nobody
I
knows
said the
their names.
bun. The bun.
I'm just kidding.
The bunny frou pink
Dude,
hair
yeah,
girl.
she's really funny.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, Killing Bites. Like we mentioned it earlier, I picked it up mid-season. It's just a battle royale show. It's got a little bit of ecchi, got a little bit of nip. Episode 1.
It's Junie Tyson except funny.
Yeah, that's a more enjoyable Junie Tyson to me. Like it's
honestly
super fucking simple. It's
and
really
there's
simple show.
Then there's the dog face Johnson girl. She's like,
wait, which one?
Like,
Cheetah?
No, she's a side character. But like,
God damn it, Sam! You and your obsession with these side characters.
Hey, Sansa the cat police is the best character of My Hero Academia.
Oh my god,
the cat face Johnson. But he's a cop.
That is like literally a cat face.
He is a cat. Look it up. Sansa, My Hero Academia. No, dude, but yeah, Badgerface Johnson. I just love the main character's a badger. It's not like some crazy animal. Like the main character is not like a tiger or a lioness.
She's a badger.
She's a fucking badger. Because badgers, like all the memes about the honey badger thing aside, badgers legit are fierce as fuck. They don't care about anything except eating and sleeping.
Yeah, that's true.
I watched like a documentary that wasn't the meme, like an actual little thing on YouTube where a badger got bit by like a venomous snake and it just pretended to die and then it actually fell asleep for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Instead of dying, because it's that strong.
Yeah.
And then, no, they're fucking badgers, dude. They don't give a shit about anything. Like,
dude, I just like how in the tournament, Hitomi the Badger FaZe Johnson, she oh my god, I can't even finish the sentence. She controls the main character Yuya Nomoto. He's the guy sitting in the room making all the game moves.
Yeah.
She like gives him hand gestures because like he's too stupid to do it himself, and like I don't know, like the ending of the show is great. They fight this ultra overpowered beast guy. Fuck, what are they called? So the tournament's called the Destroyal, and then the beasts are called.
They're called hybrids, I think.
No, they're called something else. Fuck.
They got a different name for them.
There's a name for them. I forgot. Anyway, it's a simple show. We don't really need to get into it.
Yeah,
I love how
Sure.
I love how Tomy always says in like every episode without fail, the one with the sharpest fangs wins. It's like the best meme. Yeah. And then the ending of the season happens, and you get it's like fuck. I'm hyped for season 2. I want season 2 to be announced and to happen, please.
Oh shit! There's gonna be a season 2.
I don't know if there will be, but I hope there will be. It's awesome. So yeah, be Killing Vibes. We spent way too much time on it. Fun show. Next on the docket, Ryu no Oshigoto. I did not watch that one.
I didn't watch it either.
Neither did I.
Dagashikashi 2. I'm halfway through it. I was sick and I wasn't able to finish that one.
It's just Takagi, but it's shorter.
It's good. Shorter. Better way to do it.
Yeah.
Actually, if Takagi-san, the show, would have been a 12-minute episode like this, that would have been a better show. Because that didn't.
I probably would have watched it more.
That one didn't need 24-minute episodes, I don't think.
For what it was.
If they would have just cut out the side cast of that show and put it as 12-minute episodes, it would be a lot better. So, Cardcaptor Sakura, Danny's watching it. If you
Hell yeah, and it's so fucking cute.
Yeah, if you like Cardcaptor,
I put it on
Yes,
hold.
I
I love Cardcaptors, and I'm putting.
Oh, you got.
I put it on hold because I wanted it to.
It's so good.
Yeah, I wanted it to go through, and then.
It's so good.
But yeah.
So good. So good. Watch it.
I will. I'll watch it.
Sakura's the best.
I just figured it might be better when it was done, then I could just.
Oh yeah. I in all honesty, I'm most likely gonna watch it again, like binge it, instead of waiting like week to week.
Nice.
For it to
Faux
finish,
show.
but so. Yeah.
Next on the docket we have the Ito Junji collection, which I actually dropped because I just didn't have time. Did you finish it, Danny?
I didn't finish it.
I'm not caught up.
I put it on hold.
With it, I'm still kind of watching it, but I'm like I want to get kind of more of the important ones out of the way, and then I'll go and finish it.
Dude, it's a little underwhelming.
So.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
not
bad.
gonna lie to you.
The thing there's a Reddit post above a YouTube video. We'll link it in the show notes. I forgot the YouTuber who did it, so we'll just put a link in the show notes. It's like this scathing criticism of the Ito Junji collection and like why it's bad and like, why the hell are they making bad anime?
It's definitely a different experience when you're reading it. It definitely is way different.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and for
Super Eye Patch Wolf. There we go. We'll link that in the show notes.
Yeah, that's the video.
It's like an 18-minute video, and it's like
I agree.
It's called.
I agree.
The Ito Junji collection is disappointing garbage.
Well, I wouldn't say.
That's
Disappointing,
that's the title of the video. It's YouTube,
I know.
so
Yeah.
It's a tad disappointing.
It depends what you're
there are
looking
some-
for. Yeah.
Yeah, there are some like short stories that were pretty good and stuff. Like I enjoyed The Puppet Master. What else? I enjoyed the model. The model short story was pretty good. I didn't really particularly care for the Voodoo Kid. I didn't really like that was the first episode. They could have gone a different route with him. So, but I know there's a Tomoe episode, so I kind of want to see that. And I think in spring they're gonna do an OVA for Tomoe. I believe. I think.
Is that the
Don't
one where
quote
she got
me.
the long black hair and
Yeah.
she seduces people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where did I see it? I know I saw it. Or maybe it's a special. Oh, it's a special.
That girl is poison.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a special.
Well, anyway, we should move on. Ito Junji Collection. Disappointing garbage.
Gakuen Babysitters.
Ooh, oh my god. Gakuen Babysitters.
Gakuen Babysitters. I love this
School
show.
Babysitters.
Man,
The show
this
is fucking great. I
This
finished it.
show
I finished
was
it today.
Fucking amazing. Oh my god. This show, okay, aside from After the Rain, I loved this show, and this one is my highest ranking. I ranked this a 9
Nice.
because I just love this fucking show. The babies are so fucking cute. Like, I love Kotaro. I love him so much.
The way he just
is
he
so-
nods every time.
Yeah,
He's
just
like,
the way that he
"Huh."
deals with things, and when like something like unexpected happens, he like freaks out and stuff, and like he makes like these little cute expressions, like oh,
Yeah.
like, it's so.
I love when he was on the
I love
phone
it.
with Taka, the other baby, the loud baby, and he had the phone like pressed against his face, his forehead,
Oh yes.
and they heard a
yeah,
clunk, and it's
yeah.
like, yeah, he hit his forehead on the phone when he nodded. Oh my god.
Oh, I love this show. This show is.
If
so
this
good.
show
I'd
doesn't
watch this
increase
all over
Japan's
again.
birth rate, I don't know what will. It's like diabetes.
I don't know.
Diabetes.
It's so. I love it. I love it so
I will say
much.
there was one episode I didn't really care for. It was like episode 5 or 6. It was just kind of like these two random kids that got stuck in a bush. Do you remember that one? Anyway,
No, I
that was
don't
like the weakest
remember that
episode, but
one.
other than that, like pretty much every episode was really good. So,
I think my favorite episode was when Usaida-san was sick and the butler, I forget his name.
oh yeah, oh my god, that was a good one.
Yeah, and like he was like filling in and stuff, and when the baby, like the littlest
Saikawa.
one, I forgot her name.
Oh, Kieran, the girl.
When
Oh no, the
yeah,
other
when
the other
the little
girl.
baby, like the baby, like the one that can't speak. I
Oh,
forgot her
Midori.
name. Yeah, when she like pooped her diaper, and the butler forgot like how like he didn't know how to change a diaper, so he called Usaida-san. But then all like he was like telling him like, oh, we have an emergency with Midori and everything like that, blah blah blah. But then all of a sudden his phone like fell in water and like like got cut off. So.
Midori, she smacked his hand. She smacked the phone out of his hand.
Yeah, she smacked the phone, but like on Usaida-san's side, like he didn't know what was going on, so like the line just got cut, and he like got so worried, so he like went all the way over back to the school just to make sure that the kids were okay. It was so freaking funny. I loved that episode so much.
Yeah, I like the festival episode.
Yeah, the festival episode was pretty good. I liked when
Taka lost
when
his sword.
Ryuichi was. Yeah, that one, and I liked when Ryuichi was dressed up as a corn on the cob
Oh yeah,
in episode 10.
they were just like rolling him over and over.
When like when the parents were coming and like the kids were showing like how well they can balance a cup of juice and like to give them to their parents and stuff. So
Yeah,
that was
it's
really cute.
the most
I enjoyed
diabetes
it.
show in quite some
Yeah.
time.
But in a good way.
In
yeah.
a good way. Yeah.
This is like my biggest surprise of the season. I didn't expect to give a shit about it, but it's like one of my favorites. So, really
It's
good.
so good. I kind of want to read the manga because the manga is still going on.
The manga is 17 volumes in,
Yeah.
according to
I want to read it.
according to Trisha, who read on Wikipedia.
Good to know. Thanks, Trisha.
I also liked when Kotaro becomes the little chicks, the little yellow chickens.
Oh yeah, the little chicks hatch.
He
and
becomes
then
their
they,
mother
think
because
that-
like they imprint on him.
yeah,
And
yeah. And Taka gets mad, like, oh, like, why is Kotaro hogging all the chicks?
So, like, a cat shows up, and Kotaro's about to shield it with his head. And it was, like, the cutest thing ever.
I love him.
Damn.
He's so fucking adorable.
It's my Discord avatar. I'm going to have to say goodbye. I'm going to have to pick somebody from the new season soon, so.
No, don't. Why?
That's
Kotaro's
my thing now.
Kotaro's best baby.
He really is. Like, I honestly, all
He's
the
best
babies are really
baby.
good. I like Kieran. I
All
like
the
Taka.
all the babies are adorable. I love them all equally, but I mean, Kotaro, come on, like his expressions, you can't go wrong.
He's
with
just
his
like this
expressions.
deadpan. He's always like offering lemon juice because he thinks that will cure everything.
Yeah, for sickness. because it worked on he worked so hard squeezing the lemon juice for his brother when he was sick.
Yeah.
I love the headmistress though. Like I thought she was a really good asset to the whole entire show.
Yeah, she was kind of like the tsundere.
Yeah, she was pretty awesome. All the honestly, all like the characters that were in the show were really lovable. Like you can honestly love all the characters.
Yeah,
in
like
show.
the bookworm girl, the other girl.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Oh, that was another
They showed a lot of
episode.
tsunderes in it actually.
With the girl who had a crush on Ryuichi, but like she was kind of like she had like a little bit of anxiety when it came to children and stuff.
Yeah.
And when Kieran like started touching her boobs, she's like, "Oh, you have boobies like my mommy," and all the kids are all like, "I want to touch her boobs," and she's all like, "What? No." That was a great episode too.
Could probably go on about the show for a while.
Yeah, save it for the
okay.
Babysitters
Yeah.
podcast, Danny.
Let's.
I'm sorry, but I love this show so much.
So what do we all rate it? I gave it.
Anyway.
I couldn't decide. I gave it
I give it a 9.
a 6.
I give it a
I could
9.
give it a 7. But maybe I will.
No, it deserves a 9. It's a 9 for sure.
No, I know it's really.
It's a 9 for me.
It's good. I mean, I don't know. I'll think about it.
It's a 9.
So like that's pretty much the end. There's a lot of other like miscellaneous shows. I thought it was funny how Marchen Madchen literally got canceled mid-season because the production was so bad.
Really?
Wow.
Like,
Wow, I didn't even
if you've
know
seen
that.
Shirobako, there's like the Jiggly Jiggly Heaven meme, like with the
Shitty
really
taco?
yeah. So like the Jiggly Jiggly Heaven Shirobako meme where like the production was so hellish and bad and like it turned out to be this terrible anime that everybody makes fun of. That's kind of what Marchen Madchen in real life turned out to be.
That sucks.
Wow.
Which it had like a lot of promise too, but it's just they couldn't get it done. So like I dropped Mitsuboshi Colors, which is really fucking strange for me because this show had the cutest character designs and some great jokes, but I couldn't get over the animation. Like it was so sparse. They barely animated anything in the show. And it finally got to me in like episode 4 or 5. I'm like, man, they're not even animating anything. So I guess I'm just done. Like they had so many stills and budget cuts. Maybe it was just that one episode and maybe it gets better. But I mean, there's like little clips of Mitsuboshi Colors online and it's a funny show. So I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like we're pretty much, toward the end. Yamushi Pedal, Danny's watching. Ongoing stuff, though. We all finished Ancient Magus Bride. That finished this season.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I finished that. That was
Skipped
so
a
good.
bunch
The
of
ending
stuff.
was really great.
Yes, I cried.
I mean, I didn't cry. I really felt I had like a lot of feelings for the ending, but unfortunately it didn't really make me cry like I thought it was going to.
Well, I didn't really cry that much at that part.
Yeah.
I cried at the part where Chise goes up to the climax, where she goes up to Cartuf, I forgot his name, Joseph.
The evil guy.
Yeah.
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 She basically has this plan to bind him to her,
Right.
But anyway, she's got to put him to sleep first. So she sings him to sleep, and then she says this thing. She says, "It really hurts when no one understands you." And there's been this whole kind of conversation between them too in the last few episodes of like, oh, just because you think you're suffering more and you think you can be selfish with this and that, when really you have this, you have that, and it became a game of like, oh well, I have to do this, or oh well, I have to go through this, and it just like it got a little too relatable to me right there, and I just kind of like got really upset. And then when Chisei said that, I was like, okay, I was like, it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to have this and have that, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try and find a way to move on. You know, just like Chisei did with her when she saw her mom at the end, you know, and she was like, I'm not going to forgive you, but I'm going to move on because I have things to do.
Like, yeah, it's like, I got shit to do, man. Like, I can't be worrying about, like, you and my past and shit like that. Right. Get out of my head.
It was kind of what I concluded with this show. I think there was a lot of parts that were kind of like, that didn't really need to happen, whatever.
Yeah, they had like a lot of side quest type stuff.
There was a lot of weird side shit that they didn't need to do. But
I lost track of which characters were which. To be fair, I put it on hold for quite a while, so yeah.
I fell behind on this one quite a while too. But the thing is that I love about it, other than the Catface Johnson episode, where they were in the Kingdom of Cats.
Yeah, and that one was. Yeah.
And Elias goes into like the shadow. And the gray cat that looks like Smokey was like pawing at it, like playing with it. I laughed so fucking hard I had to pause it. Anyway, fucking Smokey. He was just like pawing at it. He's like, God damn it, dude. Anyway, but like, it was really cool because all the characters, and the character building was done pretty well for how quick they tried to do each character. The side characters really. But, like, it was done pretty okay, and you kind of, there was a little bit about each one of them that had some kind of crazy past and how they got there and how they were carrying that past to go forward, while Chisei is still remembering all the horrible things, and so was Joseph, and she kind of learned a little bit from everybody, and she says that at the end, which was kind of cool. She's like, so much has happened in the year I've been here, but I've got to see so many people and talk to so many people, and now I want to do this with you. And it was like, okay, well, that's perfect. That's perfect ending. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved it.
I really enjoyed it. I thought, in a way, it kind of reminded me of Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, it's because of the setting.
Well, I wouldn't say that per se. Yeah, it had like its alchemy theme and like magic and shit like that, but overall, just the fact that like Chisei had a tragic childhood and Ed and Al had a tragic childhood because they lost their mom. You know, I mean, they lost their mom, and then they tried to like rise her from the dead with alchemy and everything like that. But like Chisei didn't really do that. She just had she like dealt with these creatures that she can only see because she has special powers within her that she didn't know how to control and everything. So the fact that Elias is helping her control that and everything, I can relate to this show more than I can with Full Metal.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Sure.
So, that makes sense because the main character is a girl, and it's Chisei, and it's like specifically focused on her, so that makes sense.
Do we have any quick mentions before we head out?
Well, I'll just mention that like I wasn't so high on Magus Bride I wasn't as high as you guys were on it. It was just hard for me to get into. I was sick when I watched it, and I couldn't focus that well and whatever. But
honestly, dude, it's a perfect excuse. Like, seriously, because you've been like dying for like the past 3 weeks. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
yeah.
I mean, even with that though, like it's just I could never see myself giving the show like a super high score. It's just weird. I don't know.
Well, I mean, some people just don't really particularly care for the whole, like, for that particular theme, you know? Like,
No, I mean I get it.
You do.
It's I don't know.
It's the same thing with me and
Too many
like,
characters.
big robot genre, like mechs and everything, like Gundam Wing and everything like that. Like, I can't. It's hard for me to be interested.
Well,
in
Gundam
that
Wing
when
is
it's
a
not
meme
really
anime,
my
but
thing.
yeah.
Okay, well, Darling in the Franxx.
That's
like I dropped
That's
that.
not a good
for-
example either. But like
Still,
Gurren
regardless,
Lagann, I
like.
don't know.
Like big mech shows like
Gunbuster?
that, it's not really my thing. I did watch Gunbuster, and I have to say I did enjoy it a little bit. Not as much as I would with a show that with a genre that I normally like, but I still liked Gunbuster for what it was.
Okay.
So let's get to the end of it here.
Well, I just want to quickly mention ones that we didn't mention. That's why I was trying to. That's what I was trying to say. I'm not gonna talk about them. I'm just gonna say.
Oh,
the ones that
Rigatsu no Lion, dude. So we all gotta watch that at some point.
I don't want to. Anyway,
It's like basically close to a masterpiece. Well, maybe not, but it's like really, really good. So
Ramen Daisuke Koizumi-san, I dropped it because it just got boring and really creepy at the end. So I just.
Wow, really? I didn't.
Oh, I
put
heard
it
that.
on
I heard there's
hold,
like some
so I didn't even
yandere
know.
shit going on.
Dude, the character gets so obsessed with Koizumi, and it's just
Yeah.
like, dude, that's weird. You're weird. Like, relax. Like, Sanrio Danchi is like nothing special, but I just love it because it's Sanrio. Obviously, you know me and Trisha love Sanrio
I have
stuff.
to finish that one. I have to finish.
It's just really cute. Working Buddies. Hello.
I am so far behind in Working Buddies. I'm so sorry, Sam. I know I promised you that we would watch it together because it's fucking Catface Johnson.
Okay, I'll tell you what happens. Nothing.
Nothing. Of course not, because they're just
what's
doing
it like
their
actually
jobs.
called
they're
on
doing
Mel?
jobs.
I can't fucking
Hatsuraku
find it.
Oni-san. Working Buddies.
What's the
Working
title?
Buddies.
Okay, I can't fucking find it.
Hatsuraku Oni-san.
Oh.
Hatarakaru.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
They're just like, they have like a different job every episode, and they're just fucking around. The one calico cat's fucking around, and the Russian blue cat, the smoky cat, is just like, bro, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to get my job done. And
Oh man, I have to watch
and
it. now.
Kaiju Girls, because it's super cute. I love Kaiju stuff, and I love little chibi Kaiju Girls. And then Dragon Ball Super finished up this season, and I think it's just on hold. I think they're just taking
they're
a
gonna
little
keep
break.
making Dragon Ball. They're
But I
gonna
think they're gonna make more. Yeah,
they're gonna force
But-
was it Toriyama to write until he dies. So.
There's a Dragon Ball Super movie coming out, and then after that, I don't know. But it was really epic. That's all I'm gonna say, because I obviously don't really have much else to say about it. 'Cause
I'll get
I
to
know
it once
not
the
everyone's
dub catches
watching it.
up. I'm not gonna. I refuse to watch Dragon Ball subbed. I think that's actually
The dub is better.
I think
The
it's a
dub is better.
travesty to watch
Yeah.
it.
But
Subbed.
anyway, and then also one thing I want to mention, but I'm not going to talk about it until we do spring, is Hakyu Hoshin Engi. I think it's called Soul Hunter in English. Yeah, Soul Hunter. This was a reboot or a remake.
5.15 on Mel.
Yeah, it's doing really bad. I watched the first couple episodes, and it's like, it's based on a Chinese folklore. This is a reboot of an anime I used to watch as a kid on VHS that I had, and it just not doing very well. It's but I'm just mentioning it because, like, why would you reboot something that was already like, it was okay to begin with, and you just fucking shit up?
Well, they did that with Magical Circle, and the new one is infinitely better.
But that's, I mean, that's different.
You're like,
just,
oh, shut up.
Shut up, Nick. Okay, anyway, that's all I wanted to say. But anyway, my top for the season is probably, I don't know, Magus Bride or After the Rain, or Gakuen Babysitters, one of those.
Okay, Jesus. What? Pick something.
I did. I picked those three.
Oh, we're doing 3. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying that this season was kind of under. I mean, it wasn't
there wasn't like
You
a
know.
There was a lot of
super
holds
clear
on a lot of
front-runner.
things, so
For a lot of
Yeah.
people, the clear one was Sora Yori, the Antarctica girls.
it plays further than universe. Yeah.
And either way, for the
Between that and Violet Evergarden, probably the most votes.
let us know in the comments. Let us know in the Discord. You know where we is. You know where we is. You know what I'm saying?
Same me.
We've been the Anime Summit Podcast. I shouldn't have made Nick do it. That's my fault.